Yo guys, it's grrζ here. Today I'm back with yet another video, and I'm gonna be making a new series, which it's pretty hard to explain actually. I'm gonna go through about 2 to 3 clips every video, and they're just gonna be hopefully quick 10-minute videos, and it's gonna be a series of how to edit like the perfect highlight. And yeah, so it should be pretty good, and let's get into the first part. So yeah boys, all you want to do, so you want to download one of the links in the description. It should be called After Effects Project, but it's just gonna be your highlight, and then it should say your Twitter. So yeah, and once you've downloaded it, it should be in your downloads, but I've changed mine to another folder, and here's mine when it loads, and it should come up just like this. I'm just gonna call it highlights 1 instead. So you just double click on the actual video and then just change it highlights, and then change it to whatever highlights you want. So yeah, all we're gonna do once we've got this highlights bit, you can delete everything here if you want, so I'm gonna do that, and yeah, it's just gonna look like that. And all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go file, export, add to render queue, and then it should come up with best settings, leave it there, and then output mode, change it from AVI to QuickTime, and then channels RGB plus alpha. Okay, and then just save it to wherever you want. I'm just going to save it to this folder, the default, and then just press render here. So yeah, so once it renders, all you want to do, just back out of After Effects. You don't need to save it, you can if you want, and then just hop straight into Davinci, and then in bottom right hand corner there should be a little settings like cog icon, and then keep the resolution. This is for 1440, but if you want to do 4K, you can put it in, just scroll down and it should say Ultra HD, but I'm gonna leave it as 2560 by 1440, like so, and then 60 FPS, 60, 1080p, 24. Then you can just leave all of these. I haven't touched any of these. Then enhance better, larger, and then retime process, I'm gonna change it to optical flow at the end, because then it'll be less laggy. I'm going to save it, and then timeline 1, you just right click timelines, create new timeline, and then create, because it should just automatically, if I go create one, it should use project settings. And yeah, all I'm going to do, add bin, and then just have one for your songs, and then have another one for your clips. So then your songs, this is just going to be everything, just chuck in there if they're not clips. But all your clips, I'm gonna get some clips now. I'm just gonna get some practice clips that I actually got from people's free editing packs off Twitter. I've just found a ton of them, and yeah. So I'm gonna use 2 songs. I'm gonna use one by the Rare Occasions called Notion, and another called Doja, but we're going to fade in Doja in a later video. So the first song, I'm just going to drag it in. I'm going to put this down a bit just so I can see my actual audio on the screen, so it's easier to mark the beat drops. But all I'm going to do, I'm going to mark the first beat drop, be about here, and if we just play it from the marker, you should hear that you can still hear a little bit of the beat drop at the start, like so. And then we're going to lock the track. We're going to find a God clip. So yeah, I found a clip, and I'm just going to put it in there. I'm just going to put it in there, and I'm going to find where the pellets hit. So for me, it's going to be right there. I'm going to mark that, and I'm just going to go back a tiny bit, and then sync it up to the beat drop, like so. So then it should have a little bit of a build up, and then we don't want it to come straight in, so we're gonna fade it in. I usually do between 15 and 20 seconds, but I'm doing it 15 here. I'm actually gonna find a bit like a tiny beat drop where there's like in the start where here I'm gonna start it here. And it kinda comes in at the beat drop. If that's 4:29, then we're gonna go to 6:29. We're just gonna find exactly 2 seconds in, and we're gonna mark that. Then we're gonna find our ident, which man's actually in a power bin. Here it is. And then I'm just gonna lock that and delete the audio. And then we're just gonna go down to composite, add. So then it adds on like so. And then we're just gonna find about where it starts fading out, and we're just gonna keyframe the opacity there, and we're gonna put the opacity to 20. No, we'll do 15. And then we'll go to the end and then put the opacity back up to 100. And then so all we're gonna do now, we're gonna go into the songs or whichever, and we're gonna go find our highlights intro. So mine's gonna be here, and I'm just gonna find the end where it zooms out. So for me it's going to be there, and we're just going to split that, delete that bit, and I'm just going to trim it down so it's like really short. And then we're just going to Control R and then put it to 50%. So it's like a slow displace. I'm just going to put it about there. Yeah, so it's about 1 second 40-ish. So, and then all we're gonna do, we're gonna go put it to about 10 seconds, where it, no, 20 seconds, 20 frames even, where it fades in. We're gonna find triangle left. We're going to drag it on, and then we're just going to change the frames down to 20 frames. You can do 15 if you want, it's personal preference. But yeah, so if we just play this. I'm also going to fade the audio in for about a second. And yeah, now all we're gonna do, we're gonna find our, we're gonna go audio, and we're gonna find our swoosh, and then we're gonna go put it there. And the swoosh I use, I'll link it in the description as well, like pretty much everything in this video. And all you wanna do is drag your audio and your video back down like this, and then put the swoosh on there, and then now you've after every clip it's the exact same length afterwards. And yeah, and all we're gonna do now, we're gonna add some velocity. So we're gonna go about 3 frames forward, and we're gonna add a speed point. Then we're gonna go to the middle. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're gonna add another speed point. Change speed 200%. Now we're gonna go to the marker. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And add speed point, and then 50%, and then crop it down. So yeah, and once you've done your velocity, all you wanna do, you wanna split at the point of the actual kill, and then you wanna go about 2 seconds back from where the actual kill is, and you want to make sure you select it on this clip and go to the color tab. Still make sure you select it on the clip. Just drag the saturation all the way down to 0. And you want to put a transition on there. It's up to you what you use, but I'm going to use vibrate like I usually do because it looks pretty cool, I think. And yeah. And all you want to do now is you want to find your shockwave, and it's here. And yeah, with your shockwave you just want to go composite mode, add, so then it adds on. And if your shockwave isn't the same as mine, all you want to do, you want to right click, change clip speed, make sure it's on 600%, and then make sure it's dragged all the way at the end. Now you go into the colour tab, go to the bottom one, make sure you select it on the bottom clip, press Alt and L, done this before, so it should be pretty easy. Monochrome the top one, go to the bottom, keyframe corrector 2, put a circle on it. Now go to the last frame, drag it all the way out, and then drag the feather out a little bit. And then yeah, should look pretty cool like that. Now all we're gonna do, we're gonna drag a shake on, and we're gonna drag a flicker. So we're gonna go to effects, and all you wanna do is copy mask settings. So pause it if you need to. Now the channels, just drag the red amplitude up. We'll drag it up to 3. So yeah, now we've got the shockwave. All you wanna do, you wanna find, as soon as you pull out your shotgun, which mine's gonna be here, you wanna split it there. Then you wanna keep going forward until where you actually shoot your gun, which is gonna be there, and then go 1 frame back and split it there. Now all you wanna do, hold Alt and drag up. So you got the same clip twice, and now you're gonna go to the color on the top one, and all you're gonna do, you're gonna press this little pen tool. You're gonna press the little pen tool, change the softness to 3. Make sure you do that before you start. Then right click, add alpha output, and then drag the blue to the alpha output. And your pen tool, you just want to go across. I'm going to do it quite roughly, but you can do it neater if you want. and it should look pretty cool like this. And then, oh, make sure your keyframe corrected before, but if you forget to, you can always just move it slightly so it activates the keyframe. And now we're just gonna go ahead to every other frame and do the exact same thing, but I'm gonna speed this bit up for me. So yeah, just go through every frame and do this. And yeah, so once you've gone through and done all of that, it should look a little bit like this if you go through it, and it should attract it pretty well. So yeah, and then if you go into the back into the edit tab, then you'll see, you can't really see it too much on this clip, but it should have just here gone normal color instead of black and white. So yeah, so on this top clip, all you want to do, you're going to go to open effects, you want to search up glow edges, and then drag it on, and you want to go to effects, and you want to change the color to red, then leave all the rest of the settings on default, and then you also want to search up hue sat bright, and then when it comes up, just drag that on. Scroll down, hue sat bright, and all you want to do, you want to keyframe at the start the hue shift at 0, then go to the end and keyframe it at 1. So then it should give you a changing color effect, like so. But yeah, so that's the first effect, and if you want me to keep going and do more tutorials on the rest of the song, then yeah, make sure to drop a like and comment below what you want the next effects to be. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.